So what is most urgent to you today? To me, my number one goal today is to get as many people to play that record as possible. Now, the only way I'm going to achieve that is by asking them. Just like in your life, we need, or even better, Anne is on it. If everyone can copy and paste it on their profile and ask their Facebook friends to play it and tag every single person they know in it, that would be even better, and I would be eternally grateful. But we digress. So we need to figure out what we need help with. If we don't know what we need help with, then we also can't ask, okay? And just like Sophie said there, amazing comment, I'm going to read it out again. She's absolutely right. A warrior doesn't hesitate in calling on people for help and getting the resources they need. Incredible comment. Incredible comment. So why as humans, and as we're not all warriors, are we? Or maybe we are. We're so bad at asking for help. We're all, hands up. I'm going to comment yes myself. Terrible. Comment one word that expresses how you are personally. I can't even spell terrible. Personally, how you are asking for help. It is, I would say, without a shadow of a doubt, it's my weakest personality trait. Oh my God, Charlotte, I love you forever. That's incredible. You can have a free 15-minute power coaching call in return. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Let me know when you want to book it in. We'll go through what's most important to you right now. So what is most urgent to you guys right now? And yeah, comment a word about asking for help. I would literally, and I still have to do it now. So I had, this won't really make much sense to you guys, but I had an issue with part of a kick drum not copying on a track. And I spent about 3 hours trying to automate it and get different things to work on it and work it all out, and still couldn't do it. And the truth is, I could have rung somebody who I know, Sully, and just went, how do I do this? And he told me in 5 seconds, and I fixed it. I could have saved myself 3 hours. And that's so poignant to me, to everything that we do in life. I used to do it with, like, I never used to let my granddad help me with my homework. And that sounds really stupid, doesn't it? Like, I'd rather sit there for like 4 hours getting frustrated, angry, banging my head against a wall, doing it again, doing it again, ripping it up, doing it again. When if I just had like the balls, yeah, Charlotte, tag me as well, please. If I just had the balls / ovaries to go, oh, can you just help me with this? Probably could have done it in 5 seconds, but we need to understand exactly what Sophie just said. It's not weak to ask for help, okay? It's bloody smart. And it saves you hours of time and hours of heartache. But the problem is as well, and it's why I entitled the live this morning, we make other people's problems more urgent than our own. Because we're also built into this age-old philosophy of put other people first because that makes me a good person. And, you know, never put yourself first because that makes you a bad person. It doesn't make, it makes you a bloody douchebag. Okay, you fit your own oxygen mask first for a reason, because if you're not happy, healthy, vibrant, in a good mood, having an impact, nice to be around, how on earth can you actually begin to believe that you are in the best possible position to help others? Okay, and so many of us do this. Moms, more than anyone, you're going to relate to this, and I do see this as a female thing. And I'm not going to apologise for it because it's not sexist in any way, shape or form. But you are all Mother Teresas. I think it's born into your nature. And I've got so many female clients that their mind is auto set to every single thing in the world for every single other person including their kids, including their husbands, including their boyfriends, including their work colleagues, including their friends, including their friends' kids. Everything comes above them. Okay? And they put themselves down here, and they're tired, and they're run down, and they're fat, and they never have time to go to the gym, and they never have time to even cook their own food properly because they're always cooking for everyone else. I see it so much. And I just urge you, ladies, and anyone who pulls you down for it is out of order, okay? We all need those 1 to 2 hours in our day that are our hours to read, to learn, to relax, to have a bath, to have a glass of wine, to go for a walk, to catch up with your friends on your phone. But you need to be quite firm with the communication on that, and quite firm on asking for help, because very often no one's actually asking you to do that. In fact, I think if you think about it deeply, very often people might actually be trying to direct you away from it. Honestly, Mum, it's fine, I'll do it. No. Because you don't want to accept help. Okay? It's not hard, Debbie, you just need to change your mindset. And you shouldn't feel guilty about it. You should never, ever feel guilty about it. Okay? But start to have an awareness of it, of two things. One, when you need to ask for help, and the best people to ask for it. And two, stop turning it down when it's offered. Okay? That, again, that comes into a bit of a control freak mindset, okay? I talked about this with one of my business clients yesterday. I do like some elite mastermind business coaching where I coach people on sales, marketing, delivery, onboarding, everything to do with their business, not just fitness. And I've got a body transformation coach at the moment. I've got a personal trainer. I've got a couple of online coaches and a female empowerment coach, Bridie Walker. Go and check her out. SAS Project. She's incredible. Miss Warrior. But I spoke to them about delegation, and it's a constant question that it's why most people struggle to scale their businesses, and it's why most of you struggle to probably have any time in your own life, because you're terrible at delegation. If you're okay at scheduling and planning, and that does well, then it is without a doubt your lack of ability to delegate stuff. And people often say, I'm just terrible at delegation. You're not, okay? It's just the lowest level of fear. What you're afraid of is somebody's not going to do it the way that you do it, okay? That somebody's not going to do it as well as you do it. Or there will also be an inbuilt thing. Well, if someone else can do it, what's your purpose? And that will be the inbuilt one that you've not considered, okay? And that will be the subconscious one. Well, if all these other people can start doing this, what about me? Does that make me not the most important person anymore? I'm afraid, and it's an inbuilt thing. I'm afraid I won't be needed. I'm afraid I won't be wanted, and I'm afraid to This is why you guys as well that have your own business, that just do everything, okay? Every single aspect of the business, because, well, there's no point paying anyone else to do it when I can do it better myself. Okay, but you're currently working 18 hours a day and telling me how you've got no time to eat healthily. Yeah, but, okay? Again, that's another thing to focus on. If you are a yeah, but person, you are always in denial of something that you know you need to do, or something that's bullshit, okay? It's like when it's the I'll be ready when, or it's the yeah, but it's different for me, or it's the yeah, but you don't understand. That will always be followed by something you either know you need to do, and you haven't yet found the strength to do it, or ask for help in that area, if that's that area, I urge you to do that today, because it will change your life. And when you start to let go and you start to trust, life will become easier. I promise you it will do. But yeah, you're basically afraid of not delegating anything because of two reasons. One, either they won't do it your way, or they will mess it up and then you'll think you'll have to do it again. Or you start to think, well, I don't really understand. I lose control, you know. I'm not the most important person anymore. I've given trust to someone else. But that will change your life. And some of you will be saying now, yeah, but no one else can do it like me. Trust me, they can. No one in this group is that good at anything that there isn't someone else that can do it better, including me. Okay? The only thing that would ever lead you to believe that is your ego. And I've got quite a big ego. Doesn't need making any bigger, certainly. Okay? But again, that's not wrong. But that would be the only thing that would lead you to believe. When you think about it, how arrogant is it? And no one else will ever be able to do that like I will. All right, Sharon, chill out. But we all do it. And we sometimes, if we're looking for time and we need help, we just need to ask for it. So my question to you would be, and that's why I entitled the video this morning, what do you need urgent help with? I need all your help with playing that track on Spotify. I need help with some of my sales and marketing aspects. I need help from my coach in teaching me how to better coach my coach, because all coaches should have coaches. I need help with my mindset on a daily basis, which is why I've got a plan in place. I need help with my nutrition and tracking it. That's why I use MyFitnessPal. I need help with my daily planning and my meditation. That's why I've got some guided meditation, and I've got a daily note that lets me know everything that I need to do every single day, so I can focus my attention on my intention. You know, we have to get away from this feeling of thinking that it's weak to ask for help, because it's quite absurd sometimes when people are afraid of it. People are afraid of asking for help. Certainly people that come to me in terms of fat loss, in terms of fitness, in terms of the 5-week body transformation, which starts in, so I've got loads of inquiries at the moment because the 5-week body transformation starts on the 5-week body, mind and nutrition transformation, starts on the 8th of March. Okay, it's a crazy offer. 99 quid for 7 weeks, like less than a takeaway or a decent bottle of wine per week, and it's a life-changing program. Okay, but I'm getting loads and loads of inquiries at the moment, and people will inquire and they will say, Lee, I really need to lose some weight. Lee, I'm feeling really down. Can you help? Lee, I'm so unfit. I'm really unhappy. I've completely let myself go during lockdown. I've gained loads of weight. I'm really unfit and I'm feeling really depressed. I need to make change. What can I do? And I very often just reply, well, you know, are you currently following any form of nutrition or training plan or doing some mindset coaching? And do you have any, you know, a classic one will be someone will say as well, I need to lose 3 stone. So what strategy do you have in place in order to achieve that? Oh, I don't. Just think about it. Why not? Why haven't you had, why, if you need to lose 3 stone so badly because it's ruining your life, you've got no body confidence, your relationship's just gone because you don't even want to get undressed in front of your partner anymore, you can't walk up the freaking stairs without getting out of breath, you're eating crap every day, it's getting worse on a daily basis, and you're becoming more and more unhappy and going more and more into yourself as a result of your behaviour, but you don't have any plan or strategy to change that. Why? Why haven't you asked for help? Because urgent help is needed, isn't it? Okay. 1 is because you're afraid. It's the lowest level of fear. 2 is because you know it's going to be uncomfortable and you're not sure you can do it. and you're worried that you're going to fail, you're worried that people are going to laugh at you, and you're worried that it's going to become even more of an issue because you were unhappy already, and now you've just spent some money and you tried and you failed, and now you're even more unhappy. But guess what? If you don't make any change, nothing will change. Okay? Nothing will change unless you change. So whether it's with me and the 5-week fat loss, body and mind transformation plan, or any other area of your life, the one thing that I urge you to do today is stop putting it off. And in whatever area of your life you need help, ask for it. If you need help with your mental health and personal development, I can help you. If you need help with your fitness, I can help you, no matter what level you're at, okay? I've got a client that's 33 stone. I've also had a client that's 33 stone, Mr. Simon Baddock. Everyone show him some love. He's now 13 stone of muscle, from 15 stone of muscle, sorry. From 33 stone, 18 stone loss. He's lost a full large size. He's lost a full Nick Lockerbie and then some. Like, insane. 33 stone to 15 stone. What was the single first life-changing thing that he did in order to start that 18 stone fat loss? He reached out and he asked for help. Okay? If you don't get to that stage, if you don't change, then nothing will ever change. If I don't ask people to play my record, no one's going to play it. Okay? I don't ask them to buy it, no one's going to buy it. I've got one for you here as well, okay? And I want you guys to answer this in question, okay? When it comes to fat loss, body confidence, mental health, getting fitter, being happier, your relationship, anything at all, what's the biggest challenge that you're facing right now? I've got 10 minutes, okay? Let me know. Grab your balls or your ovaries. Apologies to anyone who's not got any balls or any ovaries. Grab something else. And post it in the comments. What do you need help with most? Especially some new people. Jessica Faye Riley, what do you need help with most? Winnie, what do you need help with most? Jane Wren, what do you need help with most? Andy Shandilov, Shandlovey. I wish that was my surname. What a DJ name, Lee Shandlovey. It's a great surname. Dawn Darlin. We've got some right surnames going off. Dawn, what do you need my help with most? PJ, Valerie King, Becky, that's some right names on here. Bookzek. Let me know. I may have 10 minutes. Stephen Dooley, Vicky Smith, are you still watching? What do you need my help with most? Okay, self-confidence, brilliant. Could do with a driver for today if you can help, bud. Pretty sure if you put that on Facebook, you'll find someone who's looking for work. Cash in hand. Put it in the group, Nick, maybe, if you need a driver. There might be someone, you never know. I would put it on Facebook and tag loads of people. You could maybe solve that very quickly via social media, dependent on what level of driver. Kelly and Kelly, good morning, okay? Okay, so the next question. So we're gonna use Laura as an example. Okay, self-confidence. So the question that I want to ask you is, okay, Jessica, I'll come on to that as well. Laura, answer this while I'm answering Jessica. Now that we know that self-confidence is what you want to build the most, remember it's built, not given. This is what I want you to think about before I come back to you. What if you can become more, if you can build more self-confidence and you can become a more confident person, what impact will that have on your life? That's what I want to know. Okay, so Jessica Faye, you've come to the right place. Google Lee Freeman and in fact, I'll try and post it in here for you. Lee Freeman, PCOS. There we go. Article I wrote in Jesus, I don't even know. 2016. Do you have PCOS and have you struggled with fat loss? Learn everything you need to know. Let me pop that up. Okay, that's in the link. There you go. An article on PCOS for free. If you hadn't have asked, you hadn't got it. Okay. Years of keto is not necessarily something you need help with unless it's not worked for you. Okay. Again, gallstones have been created. I can't personally help you with them. They would need removing, but certainly dropping some of that weight is going to have a massive impact to make you feel a lot better. Okay. Now, we'll talk about keto quickly because so many of you will have done this, and most of you, 95% of you, there you go. Jessica, if that's not going to make you message me, Jessica Faye Riley, click the link and sign up. I don't know what is. Kate's got PCOS. I signed up with Lee at the end of December and I'm almost a stone down. It's a very, very specific approach with PCOS, which I'm not going to go into on here purely because I probably did about 150 hours research on it, and I'm not willing to give that information out for free on the internet because other coaches will just implement it. But it is a very specific approach, but it's certainly one that I can coach you on. Katie, Jessica. So I'd love you on board. Message me, I'll send you the link. So Laura, it would make me feel less anxious in lots of situations and stop doubting myself. I'm going to come straight back onto that. Keto. Okay, anyone who's watching who's done keto, thinking about keto, has done keto, is using keto for any form of reason, listen up very carefully. Again, I wrote about 10,000 words on this, on a dissertation. With Simon Baddock, really? That's amazing. Melissa Campbell works for me, has PCOS. It's really worked for me. Check her pictures out. Number 3 on this page, I think. Absolutely off the Richter scale. She's looking smoking. Dropped quite... How much have you dropped now, Melissa? Quite a lot. Not that it even matters. Go and check the pictures out. They're over there. Up there. Down there somewhere. Down there. About 4 posts down. Melissa Campbell. So keto. Let's just put this to bed. Okay. Keto is a ketogenic diet. That means that the body is being put into ketosis. Ketosis is when the body starts to oxidize fat for energy. Do not overcomplicate it any more than that. Okay? Most people haven't got a clue what keto is. James Smith is actually a bit of a knob, in my opinion, for the way he talks about keto. Everything else he does, I completely agree with, and I think he's an absolute legend. But I don't agree with bashing one diet. That can really work for some people. Okay? Now, keto has very specific macros, which most of you don't know. Okay? I would ask you, Jessica, could you now post up what the macros are for keto? Let me know. I'll come back to it. We're swinging in roundabouts here. But I'm really interested. Okay, so Laura, it would make you feel less anxious in lots of situations and stop doubting myself. Okay, so we know it's an epic life-changing action that we need to move forward, which is building your confidence. Okay, so now we need to look at how do we build your confidence? Now, confidence comes from action. So, what are the situations that are making you feel anxious and are leading to you doubting yourself? If you can give me a little bit of information on that, then I'm going to come back to it. Morning, Ange, no problem being late at all, as long as you make sure you click the track and play on Spotify. Okay, so Jessica, I'm going to guess you don't know because 95% of most people don't know. The correct macros for keto, is 70% fat, 20% protein, and 10% carbs. Okay, what most people think keto is having moderately high fat, moderately high protein, and zero carbohydrates. That will lead to a complete system shutdown, no productivity, no energy. You'll end up binging on pizza before quitting and going back to normal. You'll see massive dramatic weight loss at the beginning, which is just stored water and glycogen. As soon as you eat carbs again, you'll put all the weight back on, having momentarily slowed down and damaged your metabolism. How many times have you done that? I've done it quite a few times. Keto is brutally effective. Okay, it's also incredibly hard to have 70% of your diet made up of fats. However, if you love avocado, if you love oily fish, mackerel, sardine, salmons, if you love nuts and nut butter, if you love butter and full fat cream, if you love MCT oil and can drink it out of the bottle, if you love olives, if you love mayonnaise, if you love sausage, if you love bacon, okay, and nuts and nut butter, and not really too bothered about carbohydrates, and you're not really bothered about meat, it's a freaking incredible diet, okay? How many people do you know, how many people do you think, when they've completed my new client questionnaire, in the comment section that says, what foods do you love eating? How many do you think went avocado, mayonnaise, sardines, mackerel, olives, nut butter, boss's own? I disagree, Ange. It is sustainable if you love those foods, okay? But do you know how hard it is to only eat 20% protein? Your chicken portions are going to be like 30 or 40 grams. No protein shakes, no protein bars. Virtually, this is what people don't get, okay? A ketogenic diet has to be protein sparing in order for the body to be able to oxidize ketones and use them for energy, okay? If it's too high, that won't happen. If the fats are too low, that won't happen. If the carbs are too high, that won't happen. 99% of people saying they're keto, have done keto, are keto, have never been anywhere near, excuse my language, fucking keto. Okay? I have prepped for 2 bodybuilding shows on it, and I was absolutely shredded. Okay? You are kind of right, Ange. Is it sustainable? It wasn't for me, no. But if I loved those foods, then it would be. Okay? Then it would be sustainable. But very few people love those foods. That's why it's a really bad idea for most people. So I do agree with James Smith, but I think it's just him, isn't it? It's his banter, it's his kind of thing. But he obviously has massive digs at anyone who's keto, and I disagree with that because it does work for some people. Okay. So yeah, it didn't work for you, Jessica. So that's not the approach we're going to take when you sign up and join me. We're going to take a very different approach and make sure you lose that 80 pounds and keep it off. I want to achieve that with you. My question to you is, if you're not going to sign up right this second, why not? I want to know why not. I want to know what's holding you back, okay? I'm going to post the link up for you. And it's even going to say, act now on it. Sign up today. I'll have your diet done and your training plan ready to start tomorrow. I've just commented on your thread with it. Okay.
Is that song? It's in the title of the video.
It's a bit weird. There you go. Let's get started.
Really bad idea for most people. So I do agree with James Smith, but I think is that song? It's in the title of the video.
It's a bit weird. So I've sent that to you. And I come back to Faye. Just join our Pussycat Doll and Arnie group. It's amazing. You've got all these guys fighting your corner as well. However, Nick's going to make you accountable every week. So watch out. If you don't like accountability, don't join. I love James Smith. He's just very, very good at marketing. And he does actually know what he's talking about massively. I think he just lets himself down sometimes with the grief that he gives people, but he's only doing that for likes and awareness and shares, which makes him money. So I don't blame him for that either. So we're going to come back to Laura. Okay, I don't feel confident voicing my opinions in case it starts a debate. Okay, so yeah, that's fear. That's not confidence, that's fear. You're afraid of what the response is going to be, okay? And no matter what weight I've lost, I never think it's good enough, okay? So two really, 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 really good points, okay? So the confidence in voicing your opinions will only ever be built. How? By voicing them and realizing it's not as scary as you thought it would. You might have to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 times a day until you start to get confidence for it. Okay, but as long as you believe in your opinions, and you're not being a twit or a plonker. A couple on my new list for not swearing, because I don't class them as swear words. Then start voicing them now. Every day. Just say what you think. If you upset anyone, that's their problem, not yours. You're not responsible for their happiness. You're responsible for yours. You are responsible for building your own confidence, and that will become by voicing your opinions. Other people's opinions on your opinions and the debate is none of your business. Simple as that. You don't have to get into a debate. Voice it, and if they start the debate, that's just my opinion. I just wanted to let you know. I'm not up for a debate. Appease them. I get what you're saying too. Just wanted to let you know my opinion. So you know it now. Okay? And no matter what weight I've lost, I never seem to think it's enough. Okay? That is massively, okay, again, down to you, because I don't think it's enough in whose opinion? Twit. Plonker's just the best, non-swear word ever. Knob jockey is a good one as well, but that's borderline offensive. I said that the other day and someone's like, wow, I've not heard that for a while. I'm a Geordie girl, so it's in my DNA. Twit, plonker, dingbat. Let's all post our favourite, non-offensive, non-swearing name that means something along the words of twit or plonker. I think I should be doing better, okay? Based on whose opinion? Cockwomble. Wow, that's a swear word. I class cock as a swear word, Sarah. Where's this live going, guys? You think I should be doing better, okay? Based on what? Oh, God. Dawn, darling. Nesbit, Tool, Wet Lettuce. Love it. I'm saving all these. Numpty, Numpty Dumpty. You absolute numpty. Douchebag's a good one as well. Doyle them. Zoe's just tuned in. She's like, what is going on here? Too hot. So I'm going to finish off. I'm going to go back to keto to finish, to tie that conversation up, before coming back to Laura slightly. So yeah, it is. The problem is, it will very often take 7 days for the body to even get into ketosis. Okay, what's ketosis? Ketosis is when the body starts to oxidize or create ketones that can be oxidized for energy, okay? If you are super low carb, but the protein's too high and the fats are too low, that will never happen. You will then have no energy because ketones aren't being produced to be oxidized for energy, and you have no carbohydrate. So what's going to happen? Not only are you going to be hungry, you're not going to be able to train, you're not going to be able to concentrate, you're not going to be able to focus, you're not going to be able to do sweet FA, okay? Apart from think about what you want to eat that's not on your diet, because you're stuck with a tin of sardines even though you don't like fish, or you've got avocado for lunch even though you hate it, or you've had a teaspoon of nut butter for breakfast even though you don't like it, or someone's just told you to put double cream in your coffee and have mayonnaise on your chicken but you don't like it. Okay, these are all the keto things I hear. Most people who claim to have done keto, be keto, have never even got to that stage. I personally believe, and this is from experience of testing, not scientific fact, 7 days, you need to nail those macros every day. 10% carbs, 70% fat, 20% protein. Anyone who can do that clinically for 7 days, I salute you. I have done it, and you go through a kind of physiological change, okay? I felt alive. I was benching more weight with zero carbs in keto than I was without it. How? I don't know. That's science. Maybe it was a mindset thing. Maybe it was because keto got me super lean. Because I was super lean, I felt motivated as anything, and that made me lift more. I don't know. But the point I'm getting to is with all these diets, is it's about what's right for you. And this is why I sometimes get annoyed with James Smith when he posts things like that, which is my right to, by the way. Just like it's your right to voice your opinion, Laura. And I don't think he would get annoyed at me saying it at all. He would just be like, that's your opinion, cool. That's your opinion, brother. It's none of my business. But certain diets are right for certain people. Keto's great for some people. Cambridge will be great for some people. Everything will be great for some people. It's about figuring out what's great for you. And that's what I do as a coach. It's not a one-dimensional approach. Going back to the earlier comments as well, to back that up, sorry, I'm just looking for your name. There's that many people been on this live. Jessica, PCOS is a very specific approach, and so many women have been to me in the last 1,000 clients that I've worked with in the last 7 years, that had been borderline convinced that they couldn't lose fat because they had PCOS. They absolutely can. You absolutely can. But you need the correct approach, and it's not the same approach as everyone else will use, which just reiterates, going back into what I said, it's not about what's right for Kate or Nick or Dawn or Debbie or Andy or Laura or any of them. It's about what's right for you. But all too often, because we're spending too much time consuming and not enough time creating, and we're not getting the correct knowledge and emotional support from a world-class coach like myself, we're just watching what other people are doing and we're copying it. That's not right for you, okay? Just because keto worked for Kate doesn't mean it's going to work for Nick. Okay, just because paleo worked for Andy doesn't mean it's going to work for Laura. Okay, but again, Laura, I'm going to pull this into your last comment as well. It's exactly what you've just said there. I just think I'm comparing myself to others, but I know I shouldn't be. So stop. Okay, that's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on stopping comparing yourself to others, as silly as that sounds. And that comes down to, some of the coachings we did in the private client group. So we did the coaching on focus, we did the coaching on concentration, and how those two things are more important than anything else. So I want you to go back to that and make sure that every day you're making a huge effort to be focused on you and only concentrated on what you're doing. Because this is what we do, guys, and this is why we end up yo-yoing from coach to coach, from plan to plan, from person to person, because we forget about our journey and our results, our focus, how far we've come and what we're going to do, and we start looking at everyone else is doing. Then when we start looking at what everybody else is doing, we either think, oh, I'm going to do what Laura's doing because Laura's doing really well. Well, you don't know what Laura's been doing for the last 12 months. So just what she's doing now isn't necessarily going to work. You don't know that you're going to work as well as her. You don't know her specific situation. And the other thing is, so that will then lead us to moving or doing what they're doing, or The other worst situation is we might not change, but we just constantly feel like we're not good enough. Hands up if you've ever felt like you're not good enough. Why is everyone else getting better results than me? Why is everyone else making more money than me? Why is everyone else's business more successful than me? Why is every other DJ selling more records than me? They're not. They might not be. You're just looking at other people's highlights on social media and then relating it to yourself. So yeah, that's it. That's all I've got for today. I hope that's been really helpful. I hope you've all clicked to play the record, and I want every single one of you watching who's not on board to join today. Hands down, I'm going to tell you it's the best £99 you will ever spend. Training, coaching, nutrition, mindset, daily accountability. Can't fail. I don't let my guys fail. And I want to have an impact on your life. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, it's just focusing on that, Laura. You are good enough. You are more than good enough, and you've achieved amazing results, and you're still achieving them. I just want you to keep focusing on you. So, for instance, two things that are on my list. Can't show you too much of this because Paul will shoot me. But today's power message, mine today says focus like F. And today's number one priority is need you, want ya. You might need to retrain yourself on that. So today's number one priority is make sure I don't compare myself to others. To remind you on a daily basis, you might want to write it down, or you might want to actually write it down yourself every single morning. And the second one for you, based on what you've said, would be to understand that the only way I will ever build confidence in voicing my own opinions is by voicing them. I, Laura Dyson, need to understand these are my opinions and I'm entitled to them, and the other person's response is none of my business. I'm not responsible for their happiness or building their confidence. I'm responsible building mine. Guys, I love you all. Have an awesome day. Let's get after it. Be awesome.